Hey, what's up guys, Kevin here, aka Dark Spidey, and I'm back with a new Berserk paint job. This is a kit from Gecco, sculpted by Headlong. I believe it was originally an unlicensed product. It was a kit from about 10 years ago, and I think it was released for a convention in Japan, like Wonderfest or something like that, and then Gecco bought the model and made it a licensed product. I think that's how it went. And so it was released maybe a few months ago. It's from Japan, of course, and the kit was actually a pretty decent price considering the quality. Very little prep job. All the pieces fit together nicely, and it's very, very detailed. I love this sculpt. It's probably my favorite sculpt. Based on the Berserker armor, which is the final suit that Guts has been wearing for a few years now, and it's a beautiful design. Very aggressive, I love it. So for the paint job, for the paint scheme, it was my first time painting this much armor, and I wasn't too sure how to, there's countless ways to paint this type of armor. You can go with a bright silver, you can go with something very dark, and I knew for a fact that I wanted all the details. I wanted to bring out all the details. So what I did was I started with a nice flat black overall, then dry brushed metal black, very subtle, and then build the color until I had this result. And at some point I airbrushed some purple ink just to give it a slight purple hue to the armor. I'm not sure you can tell, but I thought it was a cool touch, considering this is a fantasy character, and it's cool to have some, not to make it too realistic, just to have some realistic details, of course, but to give it that cool fantasy look, and purple works really well for that. So I mainly used acrylics and enamels for all the dry brushing, and just to make sure that everything looks nicely, like it looks like metal. That's what I wanted. And at the same time, I didn't want it to be too metallic. I wanted it to be kind of flat, again, because it's more aggressive, I guess, and it suits the character and the overall mood of the books better. Now for the Dragon Slayer, which is the big sword, I wanted it to be super bloody, of course, because it's been slicing a lot of foes with that thing, as you can see. It's just a very cool design for a sword. It's amazing. For the cape, I wanted it to be like a red brown. So I started off by painting a red brown from Citadel. I can't remember the exact name. Then I punched in some shadows with a flat black. Then I did some washes just to bring out all the little details in the fur. And then, of course, lots and lots of blood spatter, as you can see. It's not a massive piece. I think it's 1/8 scale, but it's really not too small, to be honest. The only downside, I guess, is because of the pose, is like crouching, as you can see, so you have to put it in a high position on your shelf to really enjoy all the details of the suit. and the sculpt. Again, it's a very, very cool kit from Gecco. I really hope they release more characters, more versions of Guts. I was told by Gecco that they were going to release the PVC Guts that I repainted a few months back, that were going to make it as a kit. Hopefully they announce that soon, because it's really it's a great series with a lot of, it's a great story overall, and the designs are awesome. And I almost forgot, but I used, same as Akuma, neon paints for the eyes. So if you switch up the light and use black light, you'll see that they're gonna light up, and that's a very cool feature. And here you go. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked the result. This is my take on Headlong's Berserker armor from Berserk, and I will be back soon with more kits and repaints. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.